What's going on, Mixonites? I'm Nathen Mixon with MixonFitness.com, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about living a little. You know, I get this all the time, and you may get it all the time as well. People don't think you're living your life to your fullest capacity, and that may be an issue for you. I recently attended a birthday party for a friend of mine. Happy birthday, B. You may remember her from a few of my videos that I've done in the past. Anyway, she was hosting the birthday party, and me being myself, I'm like, where's the food? What we gonna be eating over there? Brandy stated she's gonna be having like the typical things like, you know, cupcakes and, you know, bags of candy, you know, typical party favors. I was like, hey, why don't you bring maybe some apples or maybe a healthy snack for people to enjoy? Her initial reaction was,
ain't nobody gonna eat no apples.
In my Brandy voice, that's my Brandy voice. That may be true, but I wasn't in the mood for candy, and you know, I like apples. So fast forward, I show up to the party. It took me a minute to get in because they was charging for parking. I think it was $10. We in the suburbs, we're not even in the city, and they charging $10 for parking? Really?
Parking's supposed to be free.
I roll into the super dark parking lot as the guy comes up to my window. He says, knock, it's $10 to park here. I'm like, $10? You must be Eddie Murphy. I didn't say that, but I was thinking it. I finally found a parking spot that was free. I walk up to the door, they started doing a pat down, and they noticed that I have guns. Like action flicks. I walk into the club/bar and looking like a deer in headlights, and I finally find my friend. She introduced me to everyone, and after that initial interaction, I go sit in the corner like a lame and start telling my jokes. How's everyone feeling tonight? You okay? Are you alright? You alright? You all are left. Left? You was alright, but you're left? You're left? You're... Back to the story, time is winding and she started handing out party favors. Everyone gets a bag of candy, and me, I get apples. But not just any apples, Honey Crisp apples. If someone gives you Honey Crisp apples, you know they care about you, because one, they're expensive, and two, they are delicious. Nobody wants to give away a Honey Crisp apple, let alone two of them. Brandy hit a lot of goals when we was working as a team, so everybody there knows that I'm a trainer, which is really confusing as to why they was confused I was eating apples at a birthday party.
Eating apples at the club.
Well, for one thing, I'm not a candy eater, and for two, you guys already know that I like apples. I think that might be my favorite fruit. So this brings me back to that initial question I asked at the beginning. Do you ever just want to live a little? Or do you eat like this all the time? Do you always have to eat healthy? Don't get me wrong, I do love candy. I will buy a box of raisins any time of the day. Okay, let me be serious. You have goals. Maybe you want to lose weight, maybe you want to maintain or maybe tone up or get that 6-pack, 8-pack, 9-pack abs. There is no one out there that's going to understand your goals better than you. Even if they have been through what you've been through, your goals are completely different than theirs. So it's kind of your responsibility not to let people influence what you're trying to accomplish. If you're like me, you may prefer apples over candy. Don't get me wrong, I will jack up some chocolate, but I also know how it will make me feel in the end, so it may not be worth it for me to eat that candy if I have a goal in mind. Results from temporary satisfaction just might not be my forte at that time. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a goal, you're trying to reach it, don't let people influence you. You might be a little bit weird at the party, or you know, maybe looked upon a little bit differently because you eat differently than everybody else, but you have that goal and you need to stick to it. You know, don't let people deter you from what you're trying to accomplish. And you never know, you might be a good influence for that person who also wants to do what you're doing and be where you want to be. With that being said, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on your push notifications so you can catch my latest and greatest videos, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.